October, the football team lost their first matchup against the Eagles. Can Philadelphia sweep the series? The answer comes your way next on EA Sports.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions. And
pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Christian Wilkins, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down, looks like right at the 40. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 25 carries, 135 yards. Big game.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Coming left is Kamara. Pushes him over, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they like to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They run. It's Kamara, and he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you have 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
2nd and 11. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two... has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling what they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. In fact, if anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A give. This is Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Now back to throw. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they'll go back to Robinson. This time he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now they try the right side here. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, You might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Fourth down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will jump out in front here with a very unusual scoreline of 3-2. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down at the 18-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Flushed out right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get...
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, he came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Benjamin St. Juste there on the stop.
Brings up second and 5 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44, Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw here is incomplete. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try to break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says that the slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch? Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
He'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to sack back at the 16-yard line. Christian Wilkins in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He's got his tight end Fryermuth over the middle. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
No, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
And this one is right through. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get into field goal range. Pushing his way through, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Hurts throw there, taken in by Smith. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 44, Hurts slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run it with Kamara into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find John. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Kamara. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd and 4. Again, it's Kamara. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 49 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Forced out to his left. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the Eagles who got the win on the road, so now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 33. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the line. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So the illegal forward pass also costs them a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Throwing is Hurts. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle.
And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Second down, and it's Kamara again. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 81 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Here's Hurts to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Man open left side is Brown. Touchdown! A.J. Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A throw left side, caught by the tight end flyer move. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that number 1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, his team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that number 1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off again.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
The tackle by Cole Holcomb. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 127 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. They'll look to throw here. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, you got to be happy.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. Take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Now a handoff looking right, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. These two teams had met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. They're going to look to throw. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top. Back to throw again.
And that'll be incomplete. Boy, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Uncorks one for Davis. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. So pass interference to call. Does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
They'll look to throw again. And Davis has it over the middle. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Fryermuth. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, look at the juke. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now back to throw. That's complete to Robinson. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And this game not quite over. likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Hurts. Got him in. It's Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is the quarterback, Allen. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. 7 yards, the pickup there.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
They'll buy some time right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So that drive consumes 9 plays on total. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the